We're here at Panago Place. It is the opening of the medical center here in East Hampton, and I'm very excited for the community and very appreciative of Stony Brook, Southampton, and all that they do for our community. This is going to benefit not only our public, but our first responders and the entire South Fork as a whole. So it's a great day, and we're happy to be here.
Well, today we're here at 400 Panago Place for the very auspicious occasion of ribbon cutting for the emergency room. Long awaited, finally here. So excited about it. It's really going to help our first responders and their turnaround times, ambulance crews, our local heroes. It's going to provide health services for our community, in our community, and alleviate some of those scary commutes to the hospital in summertime particularly, where it could take an hour or more to get emergency care. So super excited about this, proud of the part that I played and the other members of the town board at the time who made this happen in our great partnership with the hospital, and so many very generous donors to this. It's a public-private partnership, and again, we're just so excited to be here.
It's great to be here this morning. This is a project that was 10 years in the making, and it really is a game changer for healthcare on the South Fork. Having this emergency building here in East Hampton will mean improved health services for so many here in the town of East Hampton. That drive that people have to make it, in an ambulance or to get to the emergency room from Montauk or Amagansett, a lot shorter now, and this is one step forward for Southampton Hospital, Stony Brook, Southampton, and there's much more to come with a new hospital and new services, but this is a big game changer today.
Well, it's got to change.
Hi there, I'm Barbara Jo Howard. I'm Executive Marketing Director of Stony Brook Southampton Hospital, and we're here today at the ceremonial ribbon cutting for the East Hampton Emergency Department. And with me is Carol Gomes. Carol Gomes is Chief Administrative Officer and COO of Stony Brook not East Hampton Hospital, but definitely University Hospital.
Hi, nice to be here today. I'm so excited for this grand opening. Eventually, we will be opening soon, but this is our ribbon cutting, and we're excited about the future.
Can you tell us a little bit about why this was important for Stony Brook and potentially when it may be opening?
We are the premier healthcare organization on the East End, and we wanted to be certain to provide emergent services for those who live in East Hampton and in the general vicinity and region, allowing for more access and timely access to high quality care.
That's really wonderful. And for you personally, I understand that you've been part of this project from the very, very beginning. It must be really important for you that have this eventually opening. Can you give us a little bit about the time frame?
Sure. Well, we've been at this for several years, planning, ensuring that we're providing the best services possible with state-of-the-art equipment and beautiful space. It will be very focused on patient experience and ensuring the high-quality, very safe care. And in terms of the timing, we hope to be opening in the next few weeks.
Oh, that's wonderful. Very, very exciting news. So not opening yet.
Not yet.
But it's going to be happening. We're definitely in the end stretch of it.
We are in the home stretch. It's been a labor of love, and we are just so very excited for this community and for the patients who it will serve.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for all you do for our community.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how excited the community is to have this here. I personally work as an EMT, and what this adds to our community in terms of our overall health facilities is just so massive. Thank you so much to everyone who's made this happen. It's truly special.
to welcome everybody here, and I'm very excited to have this emergency care center here in East Hampton. It's certainly going to bring a vital role and health to the residents of East Hampton Village and town, so we don't have to take the long ride to Southampton, and the goal here hopefully is to save lives. So we're really looking forward to the opening of it. Thank you very much.
Andy Sabin here. I'm very proud of this new facility. Of course, I provided 6 of the examination rooms for the new facility, and I hope it helps the people on the East End, especially here in Amagansett, Montauk, Wainscott, people that can't get to Southampton Hospital fast enough.
President Village Preservation Society, and this is pretty unique, and it's a project long time coming, and it's going to benefit everybody in East Hampton. And I kind of look at, especially the Montauk Ambulance Association, they're going to be called where they won't have to go to Southampton Hospital and cut their time down almost 2 hours, because from the time they're activated and then they're back to the station and get everything prepped and ready to go again, it's almost 4 hours. So they'll pretty much cut that time in half on a lot of their calls. And some people will even drive here if they have a problem, if they're nearby, rather than calling an ambulance.
Thanks for being here.
But this is a great day for East Hampton, and very much appreciated. Thank you.
I want to congratulate everyone for this momentous project that we have today. I remember the first day I was on the town council, the first day I was appointed to the town council, the resolution came on to grant a 99-year lease to the hospital foundation for the building of this freestanding emergency room. I cannot wait to have this open, and we could not have waited for my 49 years out here in East Hampton. This is a cornerstone of East Hampton's future, and I thank all for participating in my little small thing on that day. It's super small compared to what the doctors and the nurses are going to be doing for our patients. Thank you again.
Hi, good morning, everybody. It's Mayor Jerry Larson. We're here at the opening, or the ribbon cutting, of the new emergency room, which we're very excited about. This will tremendously help our first responders with reducing, and our residents, obviously, by reducing response time and drop-off time, and getting our units back in service even faster. So this is a huge, huge benefit to our community, so we're looking forward to the opening.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this truly wonderful occasion. It's a great day for the residents of East Hampton, and it's a great day for Stony Brook Medicine's mission to improve access to healthcare across the East End. Stony Brook Medicine is Suffolk County's only academic medical center and Suffolk's largest academic healthcare system. As its leader, I am privileged to stand here today as we celebrate bringing a vision to life, a vision that has been in the works for more than a decade. This vision owes a huge debt of gratitude to people, many people along the way, but in particular I want to mention a couple of things. We have former Assemblyman Fred Thiel, who's here. Years ago, he and former State Senator Ken Laval got the ball rolling with critical funds from the state, and that was very important to getting this whole project off the ground. I also want to acknowledge our gratitude to Governor Kathy Hochul, who's been a champion for Stony Brook in many ways, who's represented here today by Kathleen Gain, the Regional Hospital Program Director at the New York State Department of Health, and John Bouvier, Governor Hochul's East End Regional Representative. We're also joined by our state representatives, Senator Anthony Palumbo, and Assemblyman Tommy John Schiavone. And they'll both be making a few remarks shortly. I also want to thank and thank for coming and note Dr. Gregson Piggott, Suffolk County Department of Health Commissioner. We have County Legislator Ann Welker. And we also have many of our local elected officials here on this auspicious day, including East Hampton Supervisor Kathy Burke-Gonzalez, and a number of members of the East Hampton Town Board. We also have East Hampton Village Mayor Jerry Larson. And finally, we're joined also by former Supervisor Peter Van Skoyak. So I apologize if I missed anybody. I tried to get everybody, but I think it's really important to recognize that this partnership, which is the community, the elected officials, government partners, Stony Brook Medicine, and so many other people. So thank you all for being here. This is a milestone moment, the opening of the East Hampton Emergency Department, not just for Stony Brook Medicine, but for the entire community. It represents a vital expansion of our commitment to patient access to ensure that residents and visitors alike have immediate, state-of-the-art emergency care when they need it most. While we often think that Long Island South Fork is a place that has it all, we know that there are significant gaps in healthcare access. We at Stony Brook Medicine have recognized this critical need, particularly on the South Fork, also in the North Fork and Shelter Island, and we've dedicated ourselves to finding solutions and expanding services to ensure East End communities receive the care they deserve. We began addressing this need when Southampton Hospital became part of Stony Brook Medicine. Since then, we've expanded our reach across Suffolk County. We operate 216 distinct ambulatory sites, including 26 across the South Fork. With the opening of the East Hampton ED later this spring, we are bridging a critical gap in healthcare services from Montauk to Southampton, an area where, as I know you're all too familiar with, the travel times, especially during peak seasons, can mean the difference between timely treatment and a life-threatening delay. This important advance demonstrates our commitment to expanding access to care and to working in partnership with the communities we serve to make high-quality, accessible healthcare a reality. So, you can see the exterior. Let's take a look at the inside. Please have a look at the video screens. Stony Brook Medicine is committed to expanding access to high-quality health care throughout the East End. We are thrilled to partner with the community and with the Southampton Hospital Association to provide outstanding emergency care close to home. The new Stony Brook East Hampton Emergency Department, along with the Phillips Family Cancer Center in Southampton, are evidence of our dedication as we advance the future of healthcare right here in the South Fork.
Welcome to the Stony Brook East Hampton Emergency Department.
And your belief in the power of accessible healthcare. But most importantly, thank you for your partnership. We are honored to be here today to mark this incredible achievement with all of you. Now it is my pleasure to welcome Jim Forbes to the stage.
Well, my wife knows I'm a big student of history, and three of my favorite presidents are Abraham Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, and Franklin D. Roosevelt. And FDR had, I think, one of the best quotes about public speaking ever. Be sincere, be brief, and be seated. So ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, I will do this in under 3 minutes today. Bill, thank you. This is a great day for the residents of the East End of Long Island. There are a lot of skeptics in this community that said it couldn't be done. You can't raise the money, it'll never get built. But we came together as a community to make this happen. Residents here on the East End have always wondered, what would they do in the case of an emergency? If you lived in Montauk or Amagansett and in May, June, July had to get to the emergency room in Southampton, the traffic was the issue. Today we have an answer, the Stony Brook East Hampton Emergency Department, which will open later this spring. Now look, I've had the privilege of serving as the chair of the fundraising campaign for this emergency department. It has been an incredibly inspiring experience to work with so many of you. people answer the call. We began fundraising back during the early days of COVID. We could not meet with people in person. It was emails, it was Zoom calls. And you've all answered the call to ensure the future of quality health care on the East End of Long Island. I not only want to thank our donors here today, but I also want to thank, more importantly, the leadership of our EMS, ambulance services, first responders, who showed up at numerous town meetings to get this project approved. I think they all deserve a huge round of applause. Grateful to every one of you today as we celebrate this incredible facility. It's a state-of-the-art, it's not just state-of-the-art in the state of New York, but in the United States. There aren't that many freestanding emergency departments in the US, and this is really groundbreaking. There's 4 people in particular I want to recognize today. Henry Murray, the Chairman Emeritus of the East Hampton Healthcare Foundation. Jerry Cromack, the current chair of the East Hampton Healthcare Foundation. Ken Wright, the former chair of the Southampton Hospital Association. And last but not least, if I did not recognize my wife, Hollis Forbes, I would be beaten, folks. My wife, Hollis Forbes. So as Bill mentioned, we are committed to continuing to raise funds for this facility. Not only this facility, but the folks who will come here who will not have insurance. We have a significant percentage of the East End of Long Island of people who will show up with emergent conditions who need care. We also want to continue to raise funds for the Phillips Family Cancer Center, Southampton Hospital, and the expansion of quality health care throughout the South Fork. We're incredibly fortunate to have with us today Emily Masteller, a new president and chief administrative officer of Stony Brook Southampton Hospital and the Stony Brook East Hampton facility. Emily?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited. I am thrilled to be here with all of you to celebrate this incredible milestone. As we prepare to open this spring, I want to take this opportunity to thank our remarkable Stony Brook team. Our colleagues at Stony Brook Southampton Hospital and Stony Brook University Hospital have worked countless hours over many months to prepare for this opening of this extremely important community resource. Every single private room, every piece of equipment, and every workflow is designed to ensure the highest possible standard for care for our guests, neighbors, family, and friends. This is a remarkable team of people that I am very, very grateful to be a part of. And I want to take this moment to thank them. Please give them a round of applause. They're incredible people who are going to be caring for you. The addition of the East Hampton Emergency Department not only assures emergent care for this community, but it also strengthens our continuum of care. The expansion of state-of-the-art emergency services improves timely access to all levels of care, which promote the health and well-being of our community. Today, we're celebrating all who have worked so hard for this moment, where vision is transformed into action. When this project broke ground, so did barriers to care, and we intend to keep that momentum going well into our future. Now, I would like to invite Senator Anthony Palumbo to the stage.
The arrows on the floor. So. But thank you all. It's an absolute honor to be here. Providing affordable and quality health care to our residents is probably one of the most significant, if not the top priority of those of us in government. So it's my pleasure to be here as a fellow East Ender who can appreciate those times in the summer when our populations, I live on the North Fork, the other fork, I live in New Suffolk, which has also been discovered. But we have our populations triple and quadruple during really a large part of the year, not just the summer now. So speaking with our friends in EMS, It's not even during the crisis when they have someone who needs emergent care on their way to the hospital, where it can take, in this area in particular, up to an hour. Heading back without lights and siren could be several hours, and that's not appropriate for the rest of the community. So this started, as was mentioned, years ago when my predecessor, Ken Laval, and now I'm trying to get used to saying former Assemblyman Fred Thiel, had the vision for a standalone emergency room right here in this village. So that came to fruition. It is now a reality. So thank you to Stony Brook University for what you do, for your contributions to our healthcare. You save lives every single day. Thank you to the town for everything that you've done to make this a reality. I mean, there are so many, this is a collaboration on so many levels, that this is an amazing thing and a wonderful day for the community. And our work isn't done. Now that I have some of you here, and I see some donors that I know, and that we're not done. We need to bring this type of care in a building like this to Southampton. I look forward to working together to create a Stony Brook Southampton that is also state-of-the-art and will be right here in our home. So congratulations, thank you everyone, and I'd now like to invite my friend, Tommy John Scavone, the Assemblyman representing the
John Scavone, and I've been in this position now for 4 months. So I'm here before you as a lifelong resident of the East End, and I can tell you as a local, growing up here on the East End, when we referred to the emergency room, it was one place. And that was from West Hampton to Montauk. I'm from Sag Harbor, and you know, it was just like one location. I remember going to different places and they were like, well, so which hospital are you going to? And I was like, the hospital, the emergency room, you know, because we only had one. So I want to thank my predecessor, Assemblyman Thiel. I want to thank Tony's predecessor, Ken Laval, and Tony Palumbo for this and all of the work that they put into this, and Stony Brook Medicine, of course, and most importantly, the pages and pages of people in this community who came to meetings, who donated money, who gave their time and energy to make this facility a reality. You're helping people. You're helping our first responders help people. Thank you for building our community.
I'm Julia McCormick, and I'm the president of the Southampton Hospital Foundation. And I have the fantastic job today to let you know two things. The first is that at the conclusion of our program, anyone who would like to take a guided tour of the facility is welcome to do so. You'll exit the tent, go around to the emergency room door, and you'll be provided with a small ticket. And that ticket will make the numbers for your group. The tour will take about 8 minutes, and we'd love for you to see the facility. But my second job today is to actually invite Carol Gomes, Dr. McCormick, Jim Forbes, and Emily Masteler to come to the foot of the stage for the ceremonial ribbon cutting, which we've all come together to celebrate.
We ready?
Yes. We don't know. We want to thank you all for joining us today, and we hope many of you will join us for the tour.